Today you're going to learn about RSS, the origins, and how it is currently used today. This is TQA Weekly. I'm your host, Steve Smith, aka Z-Axis, and yes, you may call me that. And today we'll be talking about RSS, its origins, how it is used, what kind of technology it is, and software, and even hardware, that could actually use this as well. So let's start off with the first things first. RSS is a metaphor for our society. We are a population of pushed content. This is content delivered to us in real time, on the fly, by all these content providers, YouTube artists, podcasters, news networks, just about anything and everything, and this includes Twitter, Facebook, and everything else. So what is RSS at its core? RSS is part of the Extended Markup Language, or XML. It is a tag-based language that is similar to HTML that enables a very easy to read by human or software type of style. This is why we have software, and even software within hardware, that can actually read this type of encoding. So how did it all start? Well, in 1995, the company of Netscape actually started thinking about how to bring in content into a web portal. This web portal at this time is my.netscape.com. Well, in March of 1999, they finally brought it up to the public so that all these content providers could use the RDF, now named RSS standard, to actually bring content from a web page to a user's actual personal portal. This is the birth of RDF, site syndication, now called RSS, which also stands for Really Simple Syndication. Well, what happened later down the line was AOL purchased Netscape, and Netscape decimated the my.netscape.com RDF format, but they didn't just decimate that, they actually took offline all the resources that had to do with this. And my.netscape.com was not the only portal actually using the technology at the time. This technology was later on, basically at the same time, picked up by the rss-dev working group, which started working a little bit before to actually create a new standard, the RSS 0.92. We are currently at RSS 2.0. Other types of feeds include the typical podcast iTunes feed, the media RSS feed, or MRSS. You may want to look to Yahoo for that one, actually. And you also have other various types like the Atom feeds and even Torrent RSS feeds. So we've got tons of ways of promoting our content, pushing it all out there for everybody to see. Now, why is RSS important to all content creators alike? Even if you don't think it's important, it is. Well, in a population like ours that expects to get all the information and media to them before they want the content, it is extremely important that site creators and basically whole sets of websites realize the important force of said type of technology. It's not enough to use social networking, you need to push out your content. So RSS is, for the most part, one of the only technologies we had that is the most reliable, easily coded for technologies that can be implemented by all regarding of language of your website. And to give you basically a spec, my current podcast website, which is running off a PHP 5 platform, is using a MySQL 5 database, which is in turn being encoded into an RSS XML feed that is readable by pretty much any software designed to read RSS. So I said I was going to talk about software and hardware. Well, here's the thing. Hardware, for the most part, is already in your pocket, already on your desk, already in front of your game console. If you got a PSP, an iPod Touch, even some iPods before had the ability. If you've got yourself a cell phone, Android, iPhone, Windows, doesn't matter, you have the ability to have RSS feeds already in your device. On your computer, you already have software like the Windows Live Mail capable of reading RSS feeds. If you have iTunes, you can download podcasts. And, like I said before, you can actually get other types of software. GetMiro.com will allow you to install Miro, which is a torrent / media player / RSS pod catcher, which means that you can read all your RSS feeds, get all your podcasts, get torrent type RSS feeds, download the latest media from your favorite artists, legally I hope, and on top of all that, you even have uTorrent capable of using torrent RSS to its full potential, so you've got tons of software. Now if you want to download any of the extra software like iTunes, Miro, and a uTorrent, go to tqaweekly.com/se2ep42. In the show notes, you will have links to those downloads and the Wikipedia page for the RSS standard and its full index history. Next week, I'll be talking about how to streamline your work computer experience, how to deal with startup issues that have to do with loading down the memory. Does applications really need to start up at the beginning to load faster? And all that great stuff that goes with maintaining a clean work computer. You can say thank you to David, who actually offered this suggestion as a topic, and that topic of the week after that has to do with multiple screen setups. So remember to like, share, and subscribe to this episode. Make sure you share it to anybody you think who will actually like this episode, learn something from it, or get helped by the topic itself. You can actually head over to tqaweekly.com to get our latest news and information, the show notes, all the downloads we talk about, all the information you need, our Android application, join in on our newsletter, play within our contests, and join in our weekly survey. Have a nice day, stay safe, and online.